Hello, besties. Join me as I make jollof rice my way, okay? My way of making jollof rice. So let's go. Today's voiceover is a tired one. I'm so tired. Oh God, lying on my bed and doing this video right now. Okay, started by parboiling the rice. It's just regular brown rice. I didn't use any specific rice. No, just regular brown rice. So while the rice was cooking, I just made sure to wash my veggies. I like veggies. I mean, if you watch my other cooking videos, you understand that I like veggies. I like veggies. I need some healthy food, please. So yeah, we're just washing the veggies and just making sure that everything was good and clean. Yeah. And after which, the next thing, right, we have to just go slice it and all of that. But you have to make sure you watch, okay? Even though you know you're buying from the store bird, you have to make sure that you wash them well. Because sometimes, especially those that are not organic, if you're not sure that they're organic, just have to make sure that you watch off some chemicals. You don't usually spray chemicals on them so they get a longer shelf life. So just make sure that, and then slicing time, just chopping them off and enjoying the beauty of the process. Cooking is like life. Life is a process. Everything from one stage to another, from the time in which you're giving birth to the time that you become a toddler, to the time that you become an adolescent, a young adult, then an adult. It's just a process. So, more like cooking. Each step you have something to do. Each step there is something for you to learn. Each step is necessary. If you skip one of these steps, you won't get the meal. So if you skip one of the steps in life, you won't get the meal. I had a very rough day today. But I just told myself that it's part of the process. And the fact that the day started on a very bad note doesn't mean the rest of my day should get distracted. So it's just the same thing like life. The fact that a certain stage in your life is getting bad now doesn't mean you should just give up on everything. See, at the point I just got tired of slicing with a chopping board. I still using my hand. I have a small chopping board. That's the only chopping board I have. I know this is wrong, by the way. You cannot use a plastic chopping board because of micro plastics. I think that's how they're called, right? Microplastics. They are very small. The fact that you use the chopping board often, it gives those strikes on them, and then as you're just cleaning it, you're cleaning with the plastics, and plastics are carcinogenic in some kind of way. So the rice is ready. Just washing it now to just wash out some of the starch. Brown rice in particular has a lot of starch. Washing out some of the starch. Yeah. Your girl is tired. Washing out some of the starch. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be human here. I know you all were expecting maybe a perfect video, perfect voiceover, but nah. This is just me. This is my space. This is just me trying to, unwind after everything. Let me speak Cameroonian pidgin. After all the shege is like all the stress that I've been through today. So yeah, just make sure to wash your rice very well. And you see that water, all of that is starch. Just watch out some of the starch. It's too much. I mean, the rice already has a lot of carbohydrate. What do we need more carbohydrate for? Yeah, so that's basically it. And going back to our story about life. Life can be hard sometimes, but no, man. Just put behind you whatever challenge you might be going through and just focus. No, this morning I almost cried. No. I cried this morning. Everything was just overwhelming. I will share with you all what happened. Everything was just overwhelming. I was like, God, I went to my best friend, my father, my lover, my everything. God, I went to him and I was just telling him that I need your help. Show me mercy, Lord. Show me mercy. I have a lot going on right now. Show me mercy. And some kind of way he showed me mercy. So yeah, I'm just, getting the onions into the oil. One of the reasons why I try to put my onions first is just for the flavor. Onions just have a way, especially when you fry them, they just have a way of just boosting the air and they just give you this very good flavor in food. So that's the reason why I first of all fry the onions and then add the tomatoes. Already I'm going to add water. I'm going to add water into that can. because I have to take out all of the tomatoes. I bought with my money, okay? So I have to take out everything. Nothing goes to waste. See how that's cooking beautifully, right? Yes. Everything has to cook well to combine. And I know this marinara sauce we're using is already cooked, but sometimes the tomato is still sour. I don't want sour food. I don't like the taste of raw tomato paste, so I always make sure that to cook it for a long time. And then I'll add in the ground bouillon seasoning and some salt. I just like to put everything in here before bringing in my rice. And in this case, I had sardine. I had sardine fish with me, Before I did the sardine, I was thinking of making crayfish rice. This is a very common thing we do in Cameroon where we use crayfish. We call it njanga rice. It's a staple in Cameroon. It's food for students. If you live in Boya, you know what janga rice is, because at a certain time in your life, janga rice saved you. Janga rice saved you from dying because of hunger. So yeah. But I didn't want to use crayfish here because the crayfish that I have in the house is not much, and buying crayfish is very expensive. So I just thought of using sardine because I had sardine in the house. But when sardine gets finished, I'll try to make janga rice. It's just the same thing. Like, instead of you putting the sardine, you instead add the crayfish. I made the other video of the rice and beans. Remember the last thing that I added? Yes, the crayfish. That is the same thing. So, but in this case, instead of you kind of grinding the crayfish, you don't do that. You just add the crayfish like that, because I like to chew crayfish in food. Like, if I say I'm eating crayfish rice, let me chew the crayfish, right? So you just add in my veggies. Very important. The rice is parboiled, so the rice is almost ready. So you don't want to put a lot of water and then get it too much for it to become too soft. Nah, I don't like soft rice. Though there is this type of rice in Cameroon they call double rice. It's soft, like it gets really, really soft, like really, really soft. When you cook it, especially when you don't cook it well, it gets really, really soft, and I don't like it. I don't like soft rice. Just mix everything up and then just let it cook there. I have this uncle of mine who always tell me that he doesn't understand why people try to follow too much procedure when making food. He's just like, put everything together. They will cook and combine by themselves. And funnily enough, that's what he does. He just puts everything together when he's cooking. Unless maybe something like plantains, because he knows he cannot add something what example am I going to use now? He cannot use cowpea and plantain together, because there's a meal that we cook cowpea and plantains together, like on the same pot, like a porridge. Because plantains are kind of stronger than the cowpea, so he just lets that happen. So while the rice was on the fire, I was like, okay, while the rice is cooking, let's just clean up. This is the most difficult thing to do after cooking, cleaning up. It gets really tiring. Sometimes I'm like, I wish I could just, leave. The thing is, I always tell you, can you make us food? They don't tell you you will clean after making the food. They don't tell you you will have to wash after making the food. They don't tell you have to clean all surfaces after making the food. They don't tell you have to disinfect because you don't want bacteria in your space, because you don't want to fall sick. I've been here in this country for a year now. A year and some few days. August 11 made me 1 year in this country. Yes, you all need to celebrate me, okay? Send me my bottle of wine for celebration. And I've not been to the hospital. I've not been sick. I've not been a victim of any food concern or food safety problem, because I've been making sure of that. And also because as at the time I did not have health insurance, so I was being very mindful, making sure that I don't get myself sick, because without health insurance, I'll be good as dead, right? I'm just going to spend everything that I've worked for in this country, the money that I don't even have. Let me not even go there. So just I try to make sure that I'm in good health. When I feel too tired and I feel like I'm about to break down, I just ask for 2 days off from work, because I want to rest. And when I feel like, okay, I can go back to work, I go back to work. But a few days ago, I got my health insurance. I became eligible for health insurance at my place of work. So yeah, now I have my health insurance, but that doesn't mean I should be careless, right? So yes, our rice looks beautiful, right? It looks really beautiful. The veggies just make it look very colorful and appetizing. You see, There's no chicken in this case, but we have fish, Though I don't really like canned food, like canned fish, because of when I look at the preservatives, though most companies will be like, we don't use nitrates for our preservation. And all of that, we use other types of preservative methods like tempering with the temperature. Yes, they do temperature too, and I've also I think the atmospheric I don't know. Let me not go into it, but something like that. I don't like canned food. Just trying to clean my island, making sure that it's clean, because this is my main working space. This is where I really do most of the work, especially when it comes to slicing things, all of that. So this is what I use, the multipurpose cleaner. I use it to clean everywhere and everything. Like, I don't want germs anywhere around me. So I just make sure that everything is clean and well organized, I'm not really an organized person per se, but I just like my space clean because I don't want to fall sick. I'm being mindful of sickness. Falling sick is not a very good thing, especially in this country. Who will take off me when I fall sick? Oh God, no. I can't be sick. Now the next thing, taking out trash. Oh, just for making this small meal. I mean, look at the back of trash. Just for making small meal. Look at the back of trash. This is my surrounding. This is where I live. Should I say the small estate? It's kind of a small estate, though we cannot really sit in it. It's just like a complex, right? So taking out trash, and that is it. So I came back now and I had to eat because I went to take out trash when the food was still in the fire, and I came back. Time for me to eat. Show you for my food. I need a better tripod, because with this tripod I cannot really see myself and the food at the same time. So I need a better tripod. I don't have money for that right now, so you guys will have to just bear with me on this one so that I can get a tripod that will be able to capture myself and the food at the same time. Thank you very much for watching this far. Thank you for always watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for taking this journey with me. I mean, exploring life and exploring my stay in the United States. Thank you very much for all your support. I really do appreciate it. Your baby girl is tired. Precious is tired, but Precious is still holding on because Christ is with me, and I believe that he's also with you. Have a good day, okay? Yeah, I was trying to take a picture. Picture for you all. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Okay, food is empty. Plate is empty. Thank you guys. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, Precious is tired. Bye. Empty plate. Okay. Let's end it here.